Hey everybody, John here again. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day whenever it is you're watching this. As the title of the video states, I want to go over and talk about my first year experience holding and using the Citi Premier / Citi Strata Premier MasterCard. So I got the card for multiple reasons. Number one, I just finished my beloved MX Gold Card sub, but I was looking at needing a card for some spend. I had auto insurance renewal coming up. I needed to renew my gym membership. I needed to buy some more training sessions with my personal trainer. And I also was looking at buying a laptop for traveling. So between those things and a few other things, I was looking for a sub. I honed in on the Premier card because of two reasons. Number one, the elevated offer. So at this time last year, it had the same elevated offer as it does right now, which is 75,000 thank you points on 4,000 of spend in 3 months. Number two, I also hold the Citi Double Cash and the Citi Custom Cash cards. And between those two cards at the time, I had about 30,000 thank you points. And I really wasn't looking to transfer those points or to cash those points out for a couple $100. So, because of the circumstances that I had at that time, the Citi Premier card made a lot of sense. So I applied for it and got it. And I knocked out the sub within a couple of months. So I was able to pool those 75,000 thank you points from the Premier sub with the 30,000 points or so between the double cash and custom cash and move those points out. And so I got those transferred out. Fast forward to September of last year. So a few months later, I took the card with me to Iceland. Iceland, again, was my very first international trip. And I thought, okay, I need to back up to my MX Gold card because I know it's not going to be taken everywhere that I go. So it was my backup. And I actually only pulled it out one time because surprisingly, my gold card was accepted at most places I went to. So I only needed it once, but it came in handy when I did need it. Now, fast forward to April of this year. So the card has an annual fee of $95. It's getting ready to drop in a couple of days. To offset that annual fee, Citi has the Citi Travel Portal credit, which is if you book a hotel stay in the travel portal, you can get $100 credit on a booking of $500 or more. I hadn't done that yet with the card. I'm going back to Iceland in October, and I thought, well, this is the perfect time to use that credit. I've not used it yet. So I used the Citi Travel Portal to book a hotel stay in Iceland in October, which also, by the way, gets 10 times thank you points or 10x thank you points for using the portal. So it was a no-brainer to do that. 10x, $100 credit, wiping out the annual fee from last year, easy peasy done. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, why are you booking a hotel with cash? That's a good reason for that and a good question. So over there's a family of hotels called Center Hotels, and it's a local Icelandic chain. They are not part of any alliance. They're not part of any award program, reward program, or anything else. So if you want to stay there, you have to pay cash. I stayed there last year, and I loved the property I stayed at. And the people that were there, everything was fantastic. The breakfast was great. I wanted to stay there again. So paying cash, and I'm happy to pay cash. That's where this card and that credit come into play. So this goes into the next part of this video where my uses for it going forward into year two. Obviously, I need the card because I again I booked the my stay in October through the travel portal, the city travel portal. So I need the card just in case there's issues. It's also going to be my backup again to my MX Gold card when I go over there. And going into next year in 2025, I'm going back to Iceland again. And I will be staying at the same hotel that I stayed at last year and will be staying at this year. So I will once again use the city travel portal to book the hotel with cash with the card, get those 10x thank you points, and get that $100 credit to wipe out the annual fee next year again. Now, going forward after that, I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do with the card. I don't use it much. I've only used it a couple of times outside of the sub, and that was it. And the reason being is because I value MR points higher than I do thank you points. MX has a lot more transfer partners. Um, I get better earnings on groceries and dining on my gold card. So it just doesn't get much action. And I'm not saying it's a bad card. It's not. It's an amazing earning card. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not, I'm not saying anything negative about it. It's just not my preferred point ecosystem. But it is a very much a viable backup. And that's what I use it for. So anyway, that's all I had to say. I would love to know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. So please engage in conversation. Also, too, I'm approaching 300 subs to my channel ever so slowly. I would really appreciate it if you would click like on the video and subscribe to my channel. It helps to get my channel out there in front of more people. It gets visible to more people. So you're supporting me in that manner. And not only are you supporting me, but it's free. It doesn't cost you anything other than a couple of clicks. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would do that. So that's all for now. And so, anyway, take care of yourself and please be kind to each other. Until next time, bye for now.